pain and loss. Play football long enough and you're bound to experience plenty of both. But that doesn't even compare to the feelings of pain and loss that can come off the field.
It's been a really up and down year for me, but it definitely taught me a lot about adversity and just life in general. And like I said, you got to keep working when things don't seem like they're going your way.
Emanuel Hall knows all about this. It has nothing to do with the pain of nagging injuries or the ups and downs of rebuilding the Mizzou football program during his 4 years in Columbia. In the middle of his senior season, Emanuel lost the man who inspired him to play football in the first place. His father, Dayton Emanuel Hall, suddenly passed away, and Emanuel's young life changed forever.
It was unexpected. It was a really tough time emotionally for me and for my family. So immediately when I found out, I went back home and supported my family.
My family's kind of good friends with his family, and so just to hear that like just randomly one morning, it's like shakes your world.
I love playing football. It's what we've all grown up doing since I was about 7 years old, and I had stay away from it for a month and a half, and that was hard.
Emanuel isn't comfortable discussing how his dad died. As he grieved, he focused on the good memories with his father. He got his name from his dad, both using their middle name, Emanuel, but he also got his love of football from his father.
He actually grew up, he couldn't play football because he didn't necessarily have the money to play football, and he always wanted to play football, is what I actually found out after he had passed. So every time I'm on the field, I do think about him.
That's why the game helped bring him back. The death of Hall's father happened right as Emanuel was rehabbing a nagging injury, so returning to the field began the healing process.
I know he was hurting. He was hurting pretty bad, whether that was because he wasn't playing, because he lost his dad, the combination of both. One thing that was going to help him get back to being Emanuel Hall was being back on the football field.
Football is an outlet for me, so coming back actually was something that I think helped me a lot.
It was November 3rd in Gainesville. Mizzou needed a signature win to prove themselves as a team, and Emanuel Hall was back in the lineup. Oh, how his world had changed in 42 days. But being back between the white lines gave him a sense of comfort.
Deep ball. Hall's got it! Emanuel Hall on the go route.
As he hauled in a long pass from Drew Lock to gash the Gator defense and set up Mizzou's third touchdown of the game. All of that sadness, pain, and emotion all just came tumbling out.
There was a bunch of emotion pouring out of me, all my frustrations, everything.
I think you saw a lot of passion out of him in the Florida game, talking a little bit, which is great because we feed off of it.
That was one of the strongest guys on our football team. Mentally, physically, athletically, and every sense of the word strong, that's who he is.
As Mizzou polished off a program-defining victory in the Swamp, Hall reeled in 4 catches, including a touchdown. Call it a TD for Dad.
I couldn't thank him more for what he's done in my life and how he's impacted me.
Even with everything he's been through this season, he's picked us up, and he's kind of shined a new light on football for us. It's like what we're going through really ain't that bad.
I'm proud of him, really, because that's tough. You're happy for him that he's able to play like that.
I took a lot from this year, and I actually appreciate some of the things I went through. He played the biggest role in the reason I'm here, and every single time I make a play or anything like that, it's definitely for him.